Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of Cyrus Webb Presents and Conversations Live. I'm excited to be sitting down for the very first time with someone who is very special to me. You've seen her in pictures. You may have seen her in some videos, but this is her very first interview. This is my mom, Zattie Webb Sims. We're going to talk to her a little bit about her life, but also what it's been like for her to see what we've been able to do with Conversations Live, her son, that being me, as we are celebrating now our 10,000th guest coming up on February the 11th. I could not celebrate this milestone this year without sitting down with the woman who literally gave me life. Mama, thank you so much for this. Really appreciate it.
Well, you're welcome, and I'm excited.
I'm excited too. Now, let me just let you guys know, we have not scripted this. So, hey, Earl, hello, Melissa. So, for those who are joining us live, we have not scripted this. I don't know what she's going to say. She doesn't really know what I'm going to say. But we wanted you guys to get an idea of our relationship. And also, I definitely wanted to pay homage to her. Now, I had a chance to interview my grandmother, your mom, back in 2011. It's hard to believe that was 10 years ago. As part of our Living History segment in February, actually, of 2011. Now, you were born in 1947.
Yes.
My mom will be 74 this year. When you were born, the United States had its 33rd president, Harry Truman. You have now lived to see 13 different presidencies since you've been alive. What has it been like for you as you kind of think about your life? Not that your life is over, but as you think about your life, what has it been for you to look over your life and all you've been able to see?
It's amazing. And really, I have no regrets of how I grew up. Mm-hmm. And as the years went by, I graduated in 1966. But before that, I had a very interesting life. My parents was farmers, and we enjoyed life.
Yeah. Now, I tell some of my friends I've talked to, when they talk to me about my appreciation for life, I tell them, my mom actually picked cotton. I mean, you picked cotton.
Yes.
So, I'm literally one generation away from segregation. I mean, when you were going to school, schools were segregated. Yeah. So what has it been like for you to see the changes that have happened, especially with that when it comes to race?
Well, now, a lot of people don't agree with me, but I don't look at black and white. I look at people and the way they treated me. Mm-hmm. And I have the Lord blessed me to have people that respected me for me. Now, if they didn't like me, I didn't know it. Mm-hmm. And I always was treated nice. Mm-hmm. But like I say, I go by the way people treat me.
Yeah. You can tell she's a natural at this. You notice how she's looking at the camera. Hello to you, Will Kelly. Thank you so much for watching. I'm glad, and I think I probably got that from you. Because, one of the things about me and growing up and what I've been able to do, it hasn't been about race. It has just been about people. I have, been very fortunate in that regard as well. But we have to say this, though, Mama. I have to say when we were growing up, my brother Alvin and me, my mom always told us to treat people as we want to be treated. And I think that's one of the big lessons I remember. You and my dad, Stephen Sims, raised my brother and me. Of course, my grandmother raised us too. So I have to talk about me now. What has it been like for you? And this is again an honest question. What has it been like for you to see what I've done in my life?
Cyrus, ever since you were born, you always been you. Yeah. And he didn't like for you, he was different from his brother. He didn't like for you to raise your voice at it. He just always been within himself, and then he think that he's supposed to be treated with kid gloves. And he just was a good kid.
Thank you.
Now, he had a lot of faults, but he respect you and he listened, even though he don't do everything, but he listened.
Well, this is true. So, I think that has stayed with me throughout the years too. But one thing I will say about my mom and about my family, and even though someone asked me recently if I talk to my family about a lot of things I do, which I don't, not only because the way I was raised, I've never looked at what I did as being any more important as anyone else did. And my mom and I, we have a running joke about when someone will say I'm important, and I'll say, no, I interview important people. That's kind of been my thing. Has that surprised you, the people that I've interviewed, the people I've met, and what I've been able to do with my career?
I'm very impressed because they don't see the real him. They see that part, but the part that he grew up with me, yeah. And he was him. So whenever he talks and it's something I don't agree with, I don't scold him. I just won't say anything, and he reads from there.
Oh, I love this. You know what? You can't ask for anything better than that. LaShera, thank you. She is a beautiful woman. But, so let's talk about that a little bit, because I think this is true. This is one of the reasons why I wanted you to come on, Mama, because I'm funny in that I am a people person, but I'm a limited people person. Would you agree to that? I mean, my mom is a type, we joke about, her not visiting my house. Because I'm a person. If you're going to visit me, I need to know, and I have to give you permission to come or not. You don't just show up. I'm not one of these people you can just stop by the house. I'm not. But let me explain though with that though, because, and I think you would agree with me on this. I work 7 days a week, and I do my broadcast. I do a lot of things for my clients every day. And what people don't understand is I don't work a 9 to 5. So it's like you just telling me you're going to do something. You don't know what I'm doing at that particular time. But I will say about our relationship, what I love about my mom and our relationship is we are real with one another. She will tell you if there's something I don't like, I'm going to let her know it. And if there's something she don't like, she'll let me know it. And I think that is the great thing about it. Now, you've gotten some celebrity shout-outs, Miss Sims. Lenny Williams sung to her on the radio. Billy Ray Cyrus told you howdy. Suzanne Summers posted a picture of you wearing her clothes. What has that been like for you to see how the celebrities have responded to you?
Now, I take credit for that. Cyrus wants to take credit, but I take credit for that on the kind of the way I treat people. And like I say, I love people. Uh-huh. We don't agree on different things, which that is our opinion. Yep. But Jehovah drew them to me by the way I act, and I'm a lovable person. Once you get to know me, now if you don't, it's to know me is to love me.
Okay, well. Okay, all right. So let me say this. This is true. You are a lovable person. And I will say, and this may surprise people, you are people probably are drawn to you more so than to me, people who outside of work. Wouldn't you agree? I mean, I think you have the personality. I think people are kind of standoffish with me sometimes because they don't know how to take me. It's not that I'm mean to people. It's not that I'm mean to people. It's just I think that people don't always know how to take me. Now, as I'm celebrating this milestone this month of interviewing my 10,000th guest, I've been doing now radio for 17 years. When I first started radio, what did you think?
I didn't know. I tried to listen to what he did. I always supported him because he always been a different person. He's not an ordinary person. And it's not the way I raised him, it's just the personality he picked up himself. Mm-hmm. And I just supported him because I believed in him. Mm-hmm. Like I say, I didn't agree with everything he did, and I didn't understand, but I let him know I was there. Yeah,
and that is so true, and that is so important, I think. My mom, my grandmother, even before she died, she didn't truly get the full picture. And part of that is probably my fault too, because I have not always explained to them exactly what I did, because I did try to keep, you and I will talk throughout the day, and I'll say, you ask me how the day is going. I said, the day is going well. I don't get into each and everything that I do, because that's not the time. To me, I'm just a son checking on his mom. And the fact that I may have interviewed such and such at that time, I don't even bring that up. Unless I think it's someone that I think and I'll bring that up. I want to talk about something that she mentioned, because I think it's just an important point to our relationship and what I've done. Throughout the years, even before I started with radio, you were there with me when I was doing my spoken word poetry. She and my dad will be there cooking at our events, trying to help out. They've always shown that support. And I love the fact that with her, as she said, she didn't always understand it. And even some things she may not have agreed with, she was able to be there to let me know that she's my mom. So as now I'm talking, one of the things she benefits from, though, I have to say, is my relationship with Amazon. She calls Amazon my master, but I have to remind her who actually is in charge when it comes to Amazon. But let's talk about that. What has that been like for you? I mean, I know you don't remember. I've been working now with Amazon for 10 years, so you didn't know at the time everything. But what has that been like for you to see all the things that's happened with Amazon?
Well, they accepted him for what he did. I didn't understand, but whatever they threw at him, he found a way to benefit them and himself, and also me. And but he don't just keep it to himself. He gives donation to different people and different organizations. He do a lot.
Yeah, well, go ahead.
I don't understand, but I like it, and that is his master.
You know what? Okay, so with the Amazon thing, she is right about this. I think people don't understand, especially over the past 5 years, as my relationship with Amazon has grown and I do get more stuff. I am a person who I find ways to try to pass that along because, quite honestly, you can tell them about this. I'm interested to see what you have to say about this. Right. Have I been a materialistic person? Did I grow up being materialistic?
No. Yes and no. Because when going back, when he was small, he always found a way to stand out from people. Like poems, drawing, he just picked it up because he didn't get it from me. And but I'm very proud of him in that sense. But like I say, I love him for him. And like I said, we don't agree on things, but we found a way to love each other and move on.
Do you think, with that point, do you think that I do things with the greater good in mind? Even though you don't always agree, do you think I do things with the greater good in mind?
Yes, in his own way. But that's true. He do in his own way. He's not a selfish person.
Especially with you. Oh. I mean, our relationship has evolved over the years. Yeah. We are in a very good place. Yeah. I
keep my mouth closed. That's the only reason.
Do you keep your mouth closed?
Yes, I do. I do.
Then how do you end up getting on punishment?
Because whenever I find I'm gonna get on punishment, I'll keep my mouth closed because it benefits me to keep my mouth closed. Yeah. I think the thing with my mom and I hope everyone is able to get this. And one of the things that I have found in my career has helped me with my relationship with my mom. My career has helped me in my relationship with people because I meet so many different types of people and I learn from them. And it makes me, I think, less judgmental. I think it definitely makes me more empathetic to what people are going through. And I also think it reminds me of the importance of what's real. And I've never, as she said, I'm not a materialistic person. I've never had to have the name brand stuff. That's never been my thing. True. Even when I can now afford it, that's just not. My mom will tell you, I will literally wear a pair of shoes till they are falling apart. Even from the tape when he taped it up.
Okay, you don't have to tell that part. I will tape up shoes. I'm just a very frugal person, even when I don't have to be a frugal person. I don't like throwing stuff away. I don't. She's made fun of me because I'll have my holy shirts with my holes underneath the sleeve. But I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. So if I want to wear a t-shirt with holes. But she says, I love it when she'll say, but you interview important people. I'm like, they can't see me. They can't see what I'm doing. But I mean, it's funny to me because I don't think people realize when I say I'm a country boy, I really believe that. I mean, I'm a country boy from Mississippi, literally one generation from segregation. And so as I'm celebrating this milestone this month, Mama, I want to say thank you because you have helped me to become a better person.
You're welcome. I accept that and run.
She has taught me patience. She has taught me not to give up on everybody. And she also told me the importance of treating people the way you want to be treated. And I think that is the thing. People are saying we need to do more of these together. You don't have to whip your hair back and forth. I don't know about that. We will have to see if she can afford me. I don't know if she can afford to be on screen with me that much. But last thing, though, I do want to talk to you about before we end this today. When you think about my 17 years now doing radio, it'll be 18 years this July. What has surprised you the most about what I've done?
We'll answer that next time because I can't think. I mean, because it's so much. And I can say this, he made me lose a lot of sleep because I'm not just really a morning person. And I be trying to listen at the radio, even though I go to sleep on it. But he knows that in my heart that I'm with him.
And what do I always tell you when you talk about you can't get up? What to tell him when I tell you?
He said, Mama, you don't have to. And he don't let forget that I'm this old. But I thank Jehovah for being this old.
Yeah. Well, let me say this. What she's talking about is my morning news program at 6 a.m. here in Mississippi. And she does try to listen. And she succeeds a lot. Unless her husband's home. Or she's had too much to drink the night before. No, she's too doped up. She can't get it done. But no, she does try to get up and listen. And I, you know, one of the funniest things you've ever said to me about my radio show, and I never will forget this. She said, Cyrus, I just want to turn it on so you'll get the point. And I'm like, the point? But she wants me to make sure I get a listen for it. I thought that was so funny. So thank you for that. Thank you for the point. I appreciate that. Again, everyone, my very special guest, Mrs. Zattie Webb Sims, the woman who literally gave me life, her very first interview. Sheila says, Mama, you have let's see. The best son in Cyrus Webb. Well, don't tell my brother A-Dub that, because he'll be saying he's the best. Oh, Glenda says awesome. So, but no, I do want to thank you for agreeing, because I've been trying to get her to do this for years. I've been trying to get her to do it, and I was like, you know what? I'm about to hit my milestone. You better go ahead and get in while you can, because it's one of those things. But I just want to say, really, thank you so much. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for the love. And thank you for making me a better person. I appreciate that.
And I thank all of y'all for sticking by him. I really do. And I love you all, even though some I hadn't even met. But Glenda, you know I love you. And but I love all of y'all. And I thank y'all for supporting me.
Oh, well, thank you for that. I appreciate it.
And I thank his master, Amazon.
Well, since she says that, Amazon got her these curtains back here.
And I love them.
And look, and these table mats that we're sitting here. And I think probably that cushion you're sitting on too. But anyway, that is a different point. Thank you all for watching. This has been a lot of fun. Again, Thursday, February the 11th. We're going to be celebrating my 10,000th guest, a very big day. Who knows? You may even see my mom that day. I don't know if I'll let her share the spotlight some of that day or not. We will have to see. But thank you all so much for watching, and we'll be back in touch with you guys soon. Take care.
Bye-bye.